McDonald's, by the way, telling their employees who actually make a little more than the minimum wage, generally, minimum wage being $7.25 an hour, they've launched a website telling people how to budget $8.25 an hour. Isn't that special? Yeah. If you make $8.25 an hour, you make $1,105 a month, according to the budget that they're showing, and I'll just assume that their numbers are right. There is no deduction from that for Social Security taxes or for payroll taxes, which you have to pay. I just don't see any deduction at all. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Thank you. Yeah. But anyhow, let's assume that of that $1,105, you're not paying any Social Security taxes, so you're willing to risk going to jail. And that's your full-time job at McDonald's, and apparently, I mean, this, and you have a second job that pays you $955 a month. Where did they get this number from? Well, they pulled it out of their... Actually, does a corporation have one of those? It is a person, yes. Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to take that one up with John Roberts. Anyhow, so McDonald's is suggesting that with these two jobs that you have, the McDonald's job and the second job that pays $955 a month, that you're going to make $2,060 a month in income, paying not a penny in taxes, including no Social Security tax, although everybody pays, anybody making under $113,000, every single penny you make is taxed for Social Security and Medicare and all that stuff. The FICA, the payroll taxes. Rich people don't pay that. Mitt Romney doesn't pay it on all the millions that he makes after his first $113,000. George W. Bush doesn't pay it. George Bush Sr. doesn't pay it. Bill Clinton doesn't pay it. I mean, wealthy people don't pay that on the money that they make after their first $115,000, $113,000. But McDonald's workers do. But that's not part of the mortgage, that's not part of the budget, rather. So what are they, in this budget, what are they suggesting that people pay? What should their budget look like? Well, they're saying, first of all, you're going to spend $600 a month on your mortgage. Good luck buying a house anywhere in the country with a mortgage payment of $600 a month, or rent, for that matter. I mean, maybe if you're renting your parent, a bedroom in your parents' house, $600 a month. $100 a month for savings. Yes, of course, we've got to have that. $150 a month for your car payment. So you're driving a clunker, okay. How much every month to keep that clunker in good repair? Nothing. No, nothing. Car insurance and home insurance, $100 a month. Okay, that actually might be a reasonable number. It's been a while. I haven't owned a car in 3 years, so I'm not really sure. Or a house. I haven't owned a house in a long, long time, but anyway. Health insurance, $20 a month. This is pretty impressive. Now, this must be post-Obamacare. McDonald's, this must be an ad for Obamacare, because with Obamacare, if you work at McDonald's, you do qualify for that government assistance to get your health insurance costs down to the point where it is costing you $20 a month. If we were to go with Rand Paul's formula or John McCain's formula or Mitch McTurtle's formula or any of those other guys, what you would find is, no, it's not going to be $20 a month. Are you kidding? It's going to be $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. If you're over 50 or over 67, $800, $900, $1,000. Oh, you had cancer back 10 years ago. Oh, you had, fill in the blanks. $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month. A friend of mine was telling me the other day that his health insurance premium is over $1,500 a month. I'm like, wow. Okay, so they're budgeting $20 a month for health insurance. McDonald's has this nice website, right, to help their employees figure out how to do their budgets. Heating. Now, I'm assuming if you lived in Florida, that would be air conditioning as well, right? But if you live in New Hampshire, Vermont, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Montana, Missouri, Colorado, how much you spending for heating? Zero. Zero? Well, they're assuming you have blankets. I mean, you just walk around the house all day in blankets. You can, you can buy these hoodie things, right? Hoodie footies or whatever they're called. You've seen those infomercials? They go all the way from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and they're made out of some magic fabric that's, 100% petroleum. Don't get near open flames. And you can, if you're very, very careful, you can waddle from room to room. And the only time you'd have to take them off is to go to the bathroom. And you can freeze your butt off literally for a few minutes. Okay, so heating, zero. I'm not sure how that helps if you live in the southern states. If you're living in Louisiana or in Texas where it's 100 degrees, or in Arizona where it's 120. I don't think the hoodie footy. I know. You wear the hoodie footy and you soak it. Of course. Every few minutes you walk into the shower and re-soak yourself. How could I have missed that? Okay, heating, zero. Cable and telephone, $100. I don't know if that's possible. I know I pay more than that for my phone, but, I've got a smartphone. I suppose if you've got I used to have, for a couple of years, I had one of these really cheap phones, and I got so disgusted by the Verizon plan that we had with it and the service that when our contract finally expired, Louise, and this is when we lived in Vermont back in 1999, Louise and I took it out in our backyard and ceremonially buried it. And for years after that, I didn't have a cell phone. And finally, when I started doing this radio show in 2003, I think it was, late 2002, I realized I had to have a phone. And so I bought a Virgin phone, which is you pay month to month. You buy the phone for like $40 or $50, and then you pay nothing except what you use. So my monthly bill would be like $15, $12, $30, whatever. So I didn't use the phone very much. I still don't. So they're saying $100 for your phone and for your cable TV and internet and everything. And maybe it's possible. I don't know. $90 for electricity. That may or may not be reasonable, whether or not you're having, lights on at night. Just, hey, live with the sun, right? Or air conditioning. And other $100. Which is totals $1,260. Now, keep in mind, this is for a person working at McDonald's who's earning $1,105 before they've paid their taxes. This is a total of $1,260, which is why McDonald's had to add that second job, making $955, which leaves you a total of $800 left over at the end of the month, or $27 a month in spending money, or $27 a day in spending money. So then, over at CNN Money, they actually did the real budgets of some real McDonald's workers. And here's one from Devont Yates, 21. He's working to get an associate's degree in criminal justice, works 25 hours a week at McDonald's in Milwaukee. He lives with his mom and his little sister. Still, he's got a $180 tuition bill every month. But his income from McDonald's is $525. His mortgage is $250. That's to his mom. Car payment $90. Cable phone $90. Other $530. That's his college. So his total expenses are $960. He makes $525. So he's $435 a month in the hole. These are real budgets of real McDonald's workers. Here's Christopher Drumgold. He's raising 2 kids on the minimum wage. He makes $7.40 an hour in Detroit at McDonald's. His kids attend a Detroit charter school. It doesn't have a bus, so he has to pay for bus or cab fare to get them to school every day. He pays $15 a month for haircuts. Hey, we didn't consider haircuts. Holy cow. $100 on child care, $100 on prescription drugs. None of those things were in the McDonald's budget. He's short $750 a month, bottom line. You know, Teddy Roosevelt famously said, and I will play for you after the break, because this is where the phrase came from, that he believes in a living wage. A living wage is enough in an industrial society, which we kind of no longer have, that that you can live a moral life. You don't have to steal to live. You can pay for your children's education. You can buy them books and help them get through school. You can take a vacation. You can cover your medical expenses. Times of sickness was how Teddy said it. Set a little aside for old age and retirement. Not so much anymore. But that's where the phrase living wage came from. It came from Teddy Roosevelt's Square Deal in 1912. It's a recording made by Thomas Edison. I'll play that for you in a few minutes. We'll be back.